Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, September 11th, 2017, and this is your fun fact of the day. How to adult Mondays. Straightforward. Call people back. No one does this anymore. We've become so accustomed to text messaging and instant messaging that talking on the phone actually causes a lot of people anxiety now. I will admit, I'm not one who's always favored talking on the phone. I like talking in person, if it can be managed. Except that usually I find an excuse to not really talk sometimes. I struggle with shyness. I have basically my whole life. Even now, a lot of people don't believe me, but it still happens. But even when I wasn't willing to talk to people on the phone, I wouldn't call it anxiety. But it happens. For many people, why call when you can just text? It's just so much easier. You can just do it in the subconscious. You know, I can multitask. Look at me. Technology is turning us to hide behind our phones. Technology is actually crippling our ability to communicate effectively. Telephones actually were not originally invented for this sort of thing. They were meant to just help streamline communication, make it a little bit easier so you didn't have to write a letter, wait for that letter to get sent, have the person read it, write a reply, and then send it back. Before we had steamships, when we were still doing sail ships, basically anytime mid-1800s and before, you had to wait months for letters that had to go across the ocean. Communicating with Europe was like a 2-letter-a-year thing, unless you had some good wind. So all of this to say, with our modern technology that we have, if someone takes the effort and the time and willfully calls you, call them back. Unless it's your parents. I'm kidding. Call your parents back. Do it. They want to talk to you. That's why they tried calling you. If they wanted to text you, they would have texted you saying, hey, how are you doing? They tried to call you to ask you, hey, how are you doing? You should respond. Fine, Mom. Still alive. Had a great day. Love you too. Don't allow technology to separate you from your people and your relationships. Don't allow technology to create that gap. Willfully interact with people at least once in a while, and not just when you're forced to. Technology should be a tool to connect better, to use to enhance connections and communication, not a crowbar to separate people. Adults, call people back. And in the news today is National Make Your Bed Day. Wouldn't count on it. Not in a big habit of it. It's not that I don't like making my bed, it's kind of pointless. Besides the fact that I'm going to get into it, odds are my daughter's probably going to get in it first and just muss it up, so I'll save the energy. Also, I usually get up before everyone else in my family, so making my bed, kind of pointless when someone's still in it. And National Boss Employee Exchange Day. There's a lot of exchanges I'd like to have with my bosses. They should happen. We'll try to make this happen. Hope you've enjoyed this fun fact of the day. See you tomorrow.